Well, hello, good morning, everybody. It's 9:30, and that's the time we said we would all meet together in this very strange way and say hello. So if you're watching, and I can see there are some people watching, that's great. Why don't you pop a little hello in the chat so I know which schools are watching? It would be really nice to see who's with us this morning. Well, it's nearly Easter, which is very exciting. So I decided that this morning I would read you the Easter story from my book, Heaven's Big Secret. Here it is. Some of you might have seen this book. It's all about two little angels, and here they are. This is Alia, and this is Alfie. And I'm going to tell you their story of how they decided that they wanted to find out all about the first Easter. Now, you might have some questions you'd like to ask me, and that's great because you don't always get the chance to meet somebody who writes books, do you? I wish I could be with you in person. I really do. It feels very strange talking to myself almost in my room at home, and I wish I could be with you and see all of you. But we have an opportunity for you to ask me some questions. So if you would like to, just pop your questions in the chat. I'm hoping the chat has come up at the side of the video here. And I will try to answer some of them as we go along. And if you pop in the chat which school you're from, I'll give you a little shout out as well. So that'd be really good. Yeah, I'm just waffling for a little bit, just in case people haven't quite tuned in yet. It's just 1 minute past 9:30. There are some songs. So maybe I can teach you the songs right now so that when we get to the songs in the story, you'll know what to do. But I will help you then as well. Okay. So I'm not going to put any words up for you because they're quite easy, but I'm going to give you some actions to do. Okay. So the first song is called Everyone Get Ready. We're off to shout hooray. And it goes like this. This is the tune. And when we shout hooray, you need to throw your arms up in the air and go, hooray! Okay, so it goes like this. Everyone get ready, we're off to shout hooray, hooray! Everyone get ready, we're off to shout hooray, 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 hooray! We're off to shout hooray. Everyone get ready, we're off to shout hooray, hooray! Did you get that? It's easy, isn't it? And sometimes people say hooray, sometimes people say hurrah, whatever you want to say is fine. And in the story, the people shout Hosanna as well. You might have heard that word if you've been thinking about the Easter story, Hosanna. So if you want to shout Hosanna, you can too. It means the same thing, sort of. It means hooray. So we're going to sing that song at one point in the story. And then there's another song, which is to the tune of Hot Cross Buns. We might all be eating some hot cross buns this Easter. I've been eating some already, I have to say, because I love them. And there's a song that is to the tune of Hot Cross Buns. So let me give you a little bit of that. This song comes when everybody's very tired. They've actually fallen asleep in a garden. And the song goes like this. You have to yawn because you're tired. Oh, we're so tired. We're so tired. Yawn and stretch and close our eyes. We're so tired. So when we get to that song, I hope that you will sing that in your sleepiest voice. But don't fall asleep, okay? Don't fall asleep. Because you've just got to school, haven't you? It's early morning, so don't fall asleep. And then there's a final song, and that's to the tune of Humpty Dumpty. Good old Humpty Dumpty. I'm sure you all know that one. Yeah? So that song goes like this, and it's a really brilliant celebration of what's happened in the story. So it goes like this. Jesus is alive today. Everyone come out to play. Clap your hands and celebrate. Jesus is alive today. Ta-da, there we go. When we get to those songs in the story, don't worry. I will lead you through them and we'll maybe sing them a couple of times so that you don't get lost. All right, well, here we go. Here's the story. This is the first page, Alfie and Alia. Have you heard? Did you know? Could it be true? Surely no. Something was happening in heaven. Alfie and Alia, the two smallest angels, listened very carefully. What were the big angels whispering about? Alia made a plan. Let's fly down to earth and find out. When they arrived, they spied a donkey preparing for a special journey. What's going on? Asked Alfie. Hee-haw, hee-haw, the donkey said. I've been chosen to carry Jesus into Jerusalem. Fancy that! The king on my back. We must follow. The two angels follow. As the donkey strode through the streets, the crowds cheered, and here's your chance. Maybe you can join in. Hooray for King Jesus! Hosanna! Ah, this must be what they were whispering about in heaven, said Alfie. But Alia noticed some very grumpy people with grumpy faces huddled together over here, look. And they're saying, grumble, mumble, scrumble, mumble. Ooh. I wonder what they're grumbling about, she thought. Now, this is a good place to sing our donkey song. So let's get ready to sing that. And remember, the words are, everyone get ready. We're off to shout hooray. Okay, let's try it. Everyone get ready, we're off to shout hooray, hooray! Everyone get ready, we're off to shout hooray, 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 hooray! We're off to shout hooray. Everyone get ready, we're off to shout hooray, hooray! Now let's sing Jesus on a donkey. Ready? Jesus on a donkey, we're off to shout hooray, hooray! Jesus on a donkey, we're off to shout hooray, 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 we're off to shout hooray. Jesus on a donkey, we're off to shout hooray, hooray. And the next verse is, everyone is waving. Let's do that together. Everyone is waving, we're off to shout hooray. Everyone is waving, we're off to shout hooray. Hooray, hooray, we're off to shout hooray. Everyone is waving, we're off to shout hooray. Hooray! Oh, I hope you did a really big hooray at the end there, did you? Did you make your teachers go? Because you were so loud? I hope so. So everyone was shouting hooray, except for those people in the corner. Do you remember them? I love what they're saying, though. They're going, mumble, scrumble, grumble. Ooh, ooh. Don't like them, do you? Well, look at this. Look at all these feet under the table. And here's Alfie and Alia, look, with a little mouse under the table. What are they talking about? Later on, Alfie and Alia arrived at the house where Jesus had prepared a special meal for his friends. At the table above, Jesus passed around a cup of wine and shared some breadcrumbs. Some bread crumbs showered the floor. And Alfie noticed a mischievous mouse greedily gobbling them up. Oh dear. What's going on? Asked Alfie. Jesus is saying goodbye, said the mouse. Where's he going? Asked Alia. The mouse just kept on munching. Jesus and his friends got up to leave. We must follow, said Alia. Where are they going, eh? You might already know because you might have done this story already at school. Here they are, look. This was a really special place for Jesus. He liked to go here. But it was nighttime. A stream of silver moonlight swept along the path. The angels followed as Jesus led the way to a garden and asked his friends to pray with him, but I'm tired now. It's nighttime. One by one, they fell asleep until only Jesus was awake. Oh, he's very upset, Alia whispered. What should we do? Asked Alfie. Now, I've got another song for you, haven't I, about these friends of Jesus who fell asleep. And I said it's to the tune of Hot Cross Buns. So let's have a go at that one, shall we? So everybody sings, we're so tired. Yawn and stretch and close our eyes. So sing it in your very tiredest voice, okay? Here we go. Oh, we're so tired. We're so tired. Yawn and stretch and close our eyes. We're so tired. Did you do your yawniest voice? Next one, we're going fast asleep. Fast asleep. Nobody can stay awake. Fast asleep. Let's try that one. You can pretend you're resting your head. Fast asleep. Fast asleep. Nobody can stay awake. Fast asleep. And while everybody was asleep except Jesus, Jesus was praying. So let's put our hands like that now. And Jesus prays while his friends are fast asleep. Jesus prays. Let's try that one. Jesus prays. Jesus prays. While his friends are fast asleep. Jesus prays. Well done. I'm sure you sang that really well. I wish I could hear you all singing. So, the next page, what happens next in this story? Lots of things happen in this story. Suddenly, the angels spotted fiery torches and heard harsh voices. Soldiers! Hurry! Hide! Cried Alia. But what about Jesus? Said Alfie. There he is! He's the one! Take him now! His friends are gone! Oh, gosh. That's right. It was true. Jesus' friends had run away. Help! Cried the angels, but there was no one left to hear them. We must follow, whispered Alia. Gosh, some soldiers came and they've taken Jesus. Where have they taken him? Well, you know, this story gets a little bit sad now, doesn't it? You probably know that. The little angels saw crowds of people, and in the middle of them was Jesus carrying a huge cross. But this time, people were not shouting, Hosanna! No, they were shouting for Jesus to be killed. I can't watch, said Alia, covering her face. We must follow, said Alfie. Gosh, people have changed, haven't they? They were just shouting hooray before. Later, the two little angels sat together on the hillside. Alia had her wing around Alfie. A snowy white dove fluttered down, cooing a soft, sad song. Coo, 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 coo. The sound was soothing. Do you know what's going on? Asked Alfie. Can you see the dove there? She's talking to the little angels. What's going on? The dove cooed. Look, look. 3 dark crosses stood on a hill in the distance. The dove told them that Jesus had died on one of them. So that's why they were saying goodbye, said Alia. Alfie nodded. Maybe that is what they were whispering about in heaven. As the sun was setting, Alfie and Alia found the donkey pulling a cart with a heavy load. People followed, crying. What's going on? Asked Alfie. I'm taking Jesus' body to be laid in a tomb. Ee-haw, said the donkey. Alfie and Alia joined the procession and watched as Jesus was laid in a tomb. A heavy rock was rolled across the entrance. The angels tried to keep watch, but they were so tired. Oh dear, what was going to happen? It seems like a sad ending, doesn't it? But don't worry, it's not ending. Not ending yet. Early on Sunday morning, Alfie opened his eyes. He gasped. The rock that had been in front of the tomb had been rolled away. How had that happened? Alia, wake up, look. There they are, look in the corner. Alia looked sleepily and stared at the tomb, her eyes wide. Let's look inside. That's very brave, isn't it? Because it looks like a big dark cave to me. But they're very brave. In the dark cave, it was dark, but a shaft of sunlight streamed through the entrance like a spotlight. Jesus' body had disappeared. Has someone taken him? Asked Alfie. Or has he escaped? Suggested Alia. Alfie shook his head. How could he? Just then, they heard a noise. Nervously, they peered out of the cave. There sat Mary, one of Jesus' friends. She was crying. A man sat down beside her, and she asked him if he had taken Jesus away. The man said one word. Mary. Mary's eyes lit up. The little angels recognized that voice. It's Jesus, exclaimed Alfie. Alia beamed. He's alive. He's risen from the dead. Wow, that seems impossible, doesn't it? But that had happened to Jesus. So that's what they were whispering about in heaven, Alia said. It turned out to be good news. The little angels were so happy that they gathered all their animal friends. Alfie announced, Jesus is alive! He's brought new life for everyone! Hooray! They all shouted. That's really good news. So they have a lovely party with lots of their animal friends that they met along the way during the story. And so for the final song, we can join in celebrating, have our own little party maybe for Easter. And this is to the tune of Humpty Dumpty. The words are, Jesus is alive today. Everyone come out to play. Clap your hands and celebrate. Jesus is alive today. So let's sing it a couple of times and let's everybody join in. Clap your hands all the way through if you want to. Here we go. Jesus is alive today. Everyone come out to play. Clap your hands and celebrate. Jesus is alive today. Jesus is alive today. Everyone come out to play. Clap your hands and celebrate. Jesus is alive today. Oh, brilliant. I'm sure you sang that really well too. That's great. And that's the end of the story. So Heaven's Big Secret Hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure why, but I'm not getting any of your questions through. I'm really sorry about that. I would have loved to answer any questions. But thank you for watching. And a big shout out to all the schools who I know and who I've visited before. It's great if you were with us this morning and listening to the story. I hope you all have a lovely Easter. And I'm sure you might be eating some Easter eggs or going on an Easter hunt. And if you do eat an Easter egg, remember it's sort of shaped a little bit like that rock that was in front of the big cave where Jesus' body was. And when Jesus came alive, the rock was rolled away. A bit like when you open your Easter egg, there might be a little surprise in there, mightn't there? A little chocolatey surprise maybe inside the Easter egg. And when the stone was rolled away from that cave, there was a surprise for everybody because Jesus wasn't dead anymore. He'd come alive again. And that was a lovely, lovely Easter surprise for all Jesus' friends. Okay, now we've done this today with the Bar Convent in York, and I would like to thank the Bar Convent for making everybody aware that this was happening. So I'm really glad you tuned in. And the Bar Convent, I believe, have some Easter activities online that you can join in with. And if you're walking past the Bar Convent in York on Blossom Street, you might see this book in the window, and you might see some of the pictures from it open. So you can see a different one every day during the week leading up to Easter. So thank you very much to the Bar Convent for helping us with this activity. And we hope you've really enjoyed it and that you have a wonderful Easter, everybody. Take care. It's goodbye from me, Karen Langtree. Oh, and I must thank Natalia as well. Natalia Moore is the illustrator. I meant to say that earlier. And she did these beautiful, beautiful pictures in this lovely book. So thank you, Natalia, for the wonderful pictures as well. That's very, very important. So have a lovely Easter, everybody. Bye-bye, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.